Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Gunpla Bear Show. And today we'll have a full review of our Shining Break Gundam from Gundam Build Divers Break. Okay, so before we go to our formal review, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and please hit that notification bell so that you'll be informed for my next video. So before we go to our proper review, let's have first a full 360 spin of this awesome kit. Okay, so that is our full 360 view of our Shining Break Gundam. So I would like to apologize with my voice because at this time I'm a little bit sick. And yeah, don't worry, I'm okay. Just a little bit of this cough and some headaches. Okay, so now we'll proceed to our review. And first of all, we'll have first its aesthetics and designs. So this Gundam or this Gunpla was based into the Shining Gundam of the G Gundam series. Okay, so as you can see, there are some features that you have. You will notice that some of the parts here are familiar for the unit of the Shining Gundam. Okay, so especially in the skirts here, it's fully from the Shining Gundam right here. Okay, so now, let's go to the colors. It has these usual colors that we know with the protagonist Gunplas. So we have the yellow, the red, the white. We also have the blue, but the blue here is a little bit dark, so it's a darker blue. Okay, so we also have some clear parts, and that clear part is only here at the center in the cockpit here. Okay, so at the back, nothing new. So I just put some extra effort here in putting some panel lines, because if you don't put some panel lines here, maybe this kit will be boring, because the white parts here there are so many panel line opportunities that is very available on these white parts, especially in the face. You need to put some panel lines there. As you can see, I will focus it in the face. As you can see there at the head part, and the stickers used here, the stickers that I only use is the stickers in the eyes. As you can see there, it's glowing. Okay, but the stickers, yes, there are also stickers at the back, right? Oh yeah, I also use the stickers, the green sticker here at the back. But some of the stickers that is included in this kit is in the skirts, and some parts here also at the back, at the bottom part, and yep, that's it. But those stickers are only color black, and because it's color black, there's no reason for me to not to paint them, because I have some color blacks, and some of it I just use the panel line accent of the Tamiya, and I'm sorry because the face of this one is so old already. I think I've used this for almost 2 years already, and still okay, and I still have lots of it. Okay, so that's it for the accent. Now, the designs here, as we know that Shining Gundam is a melee Gundam, or a melee type Gundam, but here the Shining Break becomes having more weapons, especially this one, and having a shield also, which is very uncommon to the G Gundam series, because as we know, Domon Casio in the G Gundam series use only its martial arts and also some beam sabers, and we have some beam sabers also here. It has the long and the short one. Okay, and also it has some extra thrusters. There are so many thrusters here. We have a thruster here at the bottom, the side of the legs, at the front of the legs, another one here, and another one here, and also at the back part of the backpack. And the backpack is only this one. You can attach something here, and that will be in the transformation, because this Gunpla can transform into a flying form. Yup, it's very unusual for a G Gundam based in the G Gundam series Gunpla that it can transform, because as we know, some of the G Gundam series mobile suits there or yep, is that transformable because they all use martial arts and some different tactics to fight. Okay, so that is the aesthetics. So the shoulders here, it has also some additional parts here which it can move also, and we will talk about that later at the articulation. And also forgot that it also has a thrusters here at the side of the shoulder. And yep, again and again, that will be on the transformation. Okay, so now let's go to its articulation, because I think that's all for the aesthetics. As you can see, you already see it. Okay, so now let's go to the articulation, and as usual, we'll start at the head until to the bottom. Okay, so the head can go forward and also backward. It has that chicken neck or giggity move. Okay, and it can go left, it go right, and also it can go up and also down, and it can move 360. Okay, so that's the head. So now let's go to the shoulders. So the shoulders can move backward and also forward. It can go 360, and I'm sorry for that part, it keeps on popping, so we'll have some pros and cons later. So it can go 360 there. The shoulder, the elbow can bend. Yep, it is double jointed, but because of this armor here, it stops right there, and it can't have a full bend, but it's good because it is double jointed. The wrist can also move, rotate. It can move like that and also like that, and also above a little bit and lower part. Okay, so the same at the side also, which it can rotate. It has a bend, and the wrist also can move. Okay, now let's have here. So we have a little bit of ab crunch here, so you just need to pull a little bit of the waist part. Yep, and it can have a little bit of crunch there, ab crunch. But what happened here is that there is some awkward opening here at the back, as you can see there, right there, and you already saw the ball joint right there. So just be careful. So you need to push it back in order to put it together. And if they are like this, the ab crunch is not so visible, but yep, there's still something there. So we can also have some movements of the waist, but it cannot go 360. It just like that move, and another one there, because of the front skirts part here, which they will bump each other. So the side skirts also can move a little bit upward and a little bit upward here. It can, yep, just like that, and nothing else. It is jointed here at the bottom, so you can at the inside of the skirt. I think it cannot be shown in the camera because it's too dark, the light's not focusing. Okay, so the skirts, I don't separate the skirts anymore because there are some instances if you separate the skirts will be, yep, it will be movable individually, but what will happen is there are some instances that the skirts can be removed or will loose and will be detached in other sides. Okay, so it can move here up and down. Okay, so that is the skirts, the abs, the ab crunch, the waist, the side skirts, and the front skirts, and your back. Okay, so we have some premium buff fluff here, so it can move but not so, but it's very interesting that an HG has a movement or an articulation of your butt flap, okay, or your back skirts rather. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now let's have the legs here until the feet. So here our legs has this kind of movements which it can rotate, but be careful, as long as you rotate this one, there is an instances that it will loose and will be detached on your unit, but it can go 360, but just be careful of this knee part here. Okay, so we have a bend, also a double bend here at the knee, as you can see there, and the kick, even if we pull up the skirts in that part, it can only kick in that height, Yep. And at the back, let's try to pull the skirts. So that's it. That's the kick at the back. Okay, and we have these parts here also that there's no movement, and also this one no movement at all. This blue part and this red part, no movement. Now let's go to the foot or the boot feet. So it has the movements here, a swivel light right there, another swivel right there. It can also point right there and another point at the back, and it has a full point downward. And that's for the transformation, and that's it. Yup. It's a good mechanism in this part here, but it also has a disadvantage because it keeps on falling, it keeps on losing, so just be careful. So we'll just talk about that in the pros and cons of this kit later. Okay, so that's it for the feet. Now let's go at the back. So the backpack here, it has only this part here. It has these long and short beam sabers. It can move. Just be careful, do not use this one to pull and move this one, because maybe you will damage the beam sabers. So the beam sabers here has this circular hole part, so you can attach it right there. And in order to move this one, please hold it in the blue side. It has an articulation like that until it can go up. And also suggested form of this one is at the lower part. Okay, so we also have something awkward articulation of this feet here, or at this knee, which something it goes, yep, backward, right, like that, as you can see, because that is for the transformation later. Okay, so that's it. Now let's have these additional parts that I didn't mention earlier. So the shoulders have this extra part here, which it can move up and down. Okay, so this armor here, this like armor here, is very easy to be detached, so just be careful, especially if you, yep, like that, especially if you hold it at this part here, it will be easily detached. No movements in this additional part here, but just be careful in holding also these parts, because there are some instances that they will loose and fall. Okay, so that's it for the articulation. Now let's go to its weapons and some extra parts. Okay, so I know you already saw this in the beginning that we have these weapons. So we have this weapon right here. So before we attach this one, I will like to show you some of the articulations of this weapon. This weapon can open like this, and it has this handle. The handle here can move in and move out, and that is for the transformation again later. So no stickers. The stickers here is only at the side here. Okay, the scope. So here I just use a panel line accents in order to have some designs here, because it has this panel line opportunity at the bottom, at the red part. Okay, so that's for your weapon, and it's very easy to attach this weapon. So you just need to pull out the trigger here, and after that you will attach this into your hands of the Gunpla. And it's very nice that it has a square hole or a rectangular hole here, and we also have this kind of handle here, so that it will be compatible. And that's it, and it's very secure and no problem at all. Okay, now let's go to its another accessories here. It is your shield, and let's talk about the articulation of the shield. Yep, the shield has its own articulation. As you can see, it is separated by 3 different colors: the white, the darker blue, the red, and at the back. And there's no stickers. Yes, all of them are color separated, so there's no problem about it. So it has this kind of articulation, and because again and again, it's because for the transformation. Okay, so we will transform this one later. Okay, so how to attach this one? So if if it is attached to your Gunpla in this mode, it should be, this red part here should be folded inside the shield. So in order to attach that, you can attach it this peg. In this peg, let me show you that peg. Yep, that peg. You just have to attach it here, and for additional holding power, you will attach this part here at this hand, which is like the part here at the weapon. So you will attach it there and then slot it at the peg hole right there, and it's good. It's nice and it's very secure and no problem at all, so it's good to go to fight some villains. Maybe. Okay, so now let's go to its another accessories, and that is your beam sabers. So your beam sabers has these two kind of beam sabers. So the effect parts is there are some short but not so short, and long. Their height is not so far from each other, but yep, you can really tell who is shorter and who is taller of these two effect parts. So in order to use this one, you need to pull out this whole part here, and this another one here. Let me take it. Yup, like that. It's very easy. Okay, so of course the short one must have also the short handle right there, and also the long one should have the long effect parts, and right there, and very easy to attach. Just get that weapon and transfer this beam saber here, and voila, it's so good. That's the long one. Now let's try the other short beam saber, but it's not short. I think it's the regular one, and this is the more longer one here. So I think it has this long beam handle because it has more firepower or beam power if we think about that. Okay, so that's it, as you can see there, and that's it for your beam sabers. Okay, and because it is from the G Gundam series, it must have these martial arts hands. Yes, we have this closed fist extra hands here, as you can see there. Oops, this is very nice additional when there's the hands of your unit is not holding anything. It's much better that we will have this one, but this is a bit loose. Yup, this is a bit loose. What happened here? Okay, this is a bit loose right there. Wow. Okay, let's try the other one. Whoa, it's very loose. Yes, the hands it's secure, not so secure, yeah. Okay, so because it's from the G Gundam series, that's why it has this martial arts hand, the closed knuckle or the closed fist hand. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so now we will transform the Shining Break Gundam to its flying form. So yep, so let's start. So first and foremost, you need to rotate the head backward. Next, you need to flip this part of the shoulder up, and then align this one straight. The next is twist this leg here, there's another leg here, and point this feet right there, and do this kind of position, this very like awkward one, and put this knuckle inside. Align that one. Yup, like that. Okay, like that. And next, open the wings of your shield. Then next one is get your rifle here, and then the holding part here, you need to twist it right there, and attach this one at the back of this clip here of your shield. And next, unfortunately, you need to detach these beam sabers because this is not part of the transformation, and that is very not so good for me because I'm not a fan of having some detaching parts when transforming. Okay, so and the last one is you need to attach this backpack, this shield and weapon at the back of your Gunpla. And that's it. That's the transformation of your Shining Break Gundam in its flight form. And very unusual for me, it gives you the illusion at the upper part, but if you look upside down, as you can see, yes, it's just like a Gundam. Flip over, turn the head backwards, and put that legs on that something awkward part. That's it. That's the transformation of this kit. Oh, just like some of the Wing Gundam's transformation, okay, for that bird mode that we know, okay. So just be sure that these hands would be aligned here, because it should be like that, and also at this right part here, so your feet should bend like this, okay. So that's the transformation of your Shining Break Gundam. Okay, so because this kit is based on the old G Gundam series kits, your G Gundam, okay, your Shining Gundam. So, and it has some new parts also for the Shining Break Gundam. So it's very as usual that there will be some extra parts here that is not needed for this kit. And if you think that this kit has only some little bit of those extra parts that is not being used, you're very wrong, because this kit has these extra parts here, and I put it in a plastic. As you can see here, it's so many these white parts here. I would like to tell you that if you have the right polycaps and some extra parts here, maybe you can form another Gunpla here. Yes, so it's like in this kit there are 2 Gunpla if you have some extra parts, and I've already built some of the parts there. And before we go to that part, I would like to tell you that you can also build another beam rifle here, or its own weapon right there, and you can have those double weapons right there. Wow, it's not part in the instruction, but it's very nice to have those double rifles right there. So it doesn't have an extra sticker, so if you have some green foil stickers there, so maybe you can use that. So you just have to cut it in that shape, so you can have some extra weapons there. And you also have this extra shield here, and the missing part is only that red one. If you know how to copy or to make some resin parts, maybe you can make a mold of that red part and attach it there, and maybe you can have these 2 shields. And wow, maybe you can have this kind of effect right here. Let me put it right there, and yeah, wow, you just need that red one to have this kind of position. So as you can see there, it has 2 shields, 2 guns, and it's so damn awesome. And you have some extra parts here. As you can see, I would like to let you see that there's that skirt, the very same skirt right there, that legs, these legs, the very same legs right here, and some other parts also, and some parts of right here is from the Shining Gundam from the G Gundam series. Okay, so the bat flap right at the back, it's the same. Oh, there's so many extra parts. You can really make some customizations right there. And this is the best part. This is the very best part about this kit. You can make a new head. Wow, it's very identical. A new head, but having those awesome glossy vibrant color green clear parts right there, because they print the other runner just to have this green part right here, just to have that part. They print all of the runners, so just to have this part they print all of the runners, that includes these green parts here. Wow, that's why you have so many extra parts here. And because I have some extra joints and some extra polycaps, I made the full torso. I made the full torso, the whole waist here, and it's the very inverted part because that yellow part there becomes green and this green part becomes yellow. And if you put the head right here, voila, you can see there, right there, it's very identical. And you can swap that too if you want some clear green parts of your Shining Break Gundam. Yeah, it's very nice. This kit is very nice, and it's very you can say that I think you just got 2 kits in one kit, 2 mobile suits or 2 units in one kit or one box. So it's very awesome. That's very awesome for me. So you just need some efforts here to find some polycaps and some extra parts in order to attach these ones to this part here. So that's very, very, very nice for me. Okay, very nice. But this part here has no stickers. It doesn't have those beam sabers. So yep. But it's very nice. It's very awesome to have this kit. Okay. Okay. So that's all for the review of this Shining Break Gundam. Wow. I bought this kit for, I think it's 900 pesos here in the Philippines, and I think that is 1,800 yen in the Japanese yen. And it's a buy. Yes, at first I just hesitated in buying this one, but when I saw this Shining Break Gundam at the end of the Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise and the last part, which they have those cameos with the GLs, so I bought it because wow, it's very interesting kit. So I don't mind to have this kit, and also it's very nice to have this kit, guys. You should have this one, and if you have some extra parts, you can really make a customization out of this one here. So for me, it's a buy. It's very nice, it's very good. You just need some effort to add some customization of this kit, and as is it, just put some little bit of effort, panel lining, add some stickers that was really needed, and paint some those parts that you can paint, and I think it's nice. It's very good. It's very nice. Okay, so that's it for the full review of the Shining Break Gundam. Thank you everyone for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also comment if you have some questions, and please hit that notification bell so that you'll be informed for my next video. Shout out for all those Gunpla vloggers Philippines members. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for patronizing. Thank you so much everyone. God bless you all. Okay, so I think I need some rest because my feeling is not so good, but for you all to have this information, I just want to do some vlog so that I will feel better. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you so much. So good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening everyone, and good night. Jake De La Paz signing off. Gunpla Show signing off. Bye. We have some extra body here. Woo.